30 teams in 30 days. You already know. We're talking about the NBA media's poster child, Gregg Popovich and the San Antonio Spurs. Headline saying Spurs bring in plenty of new faces as rebuild begins. After trading all-star DeJounte Murray and missing the playoffs for a third straight season, San Antonio begins process of rebuilding for the future.
Whoa. Will you just say the R word?
All right, before we get into it, Erwin, please clarify to the audience what this R word is.
How dare you, man? Rebuild.
And what's so despicable about the rebuild word?
Rebuild is associated with dumpster fire organizations. Are the San Antonio Spurs a dumpster fire organization?
Nah, far from it.
I mean,
that just sounded like a skit.
I mean, shit, they're doing, man, the best impersonation of it. I mean, but shit, man.
Yeah, usually it's a dumpster fire doing impersonation of being like a top tier organization, kind of like the Knicks with Randall and the playoff run they had.
That was a mirage.
The Spurs are doing the opposite. And it's insane to see, and it hurts me. It hurts me as a Pop fan, because I've said this multiple times. At the tail end of his career, this is happening, and it's just the draw of the cards, man.
And I think there's a good time to say that actually Andrade over here, he's related to Coach Pop. He was adopted. That's his
Hey man, Pop, if you want to adopt me, I'm right here, bro. I'll move to San Antonio. I know you're going to stay there even after you retire as coach. Don't worry.
Yeah, exactly. But anyways, man, yeah, it's crazy, man. The Spurs, it hasn't been a good past couple years.
Yeah, and they're just kind of like in this weird phase. Even Pop made a joke at NBA Media Game Day. My bad. I'll try to put the clip here. If I don't, it's because I was too worried about getting copyright strike, because that happens even for unmonetized channels for some reason.
Yeah, for real.
And any NBA YouTuber that runs across this, if you guys know how you guys do it and get away with it and still make money, please let me know, because that's what we're trying to do. I know you guys love our pretty faces, but I know you guys would love more to see some highlights and then our pretty faces in like a little corner over here or something.
Okay.
But Pop said, like he was, I'm paraphrasing obviously, but he was talking about like, look, they're in Vegas obviously, and he's like,
nice.
I don't know if I should say this, but I would recommend nobody put money on the Spurs to win the championship this year. And obviously I made the whole room crack up, and then what he talked about, which really opened my eyes and how on his awareness of it and how he views it, is that he is very okay with not winning a championship anymore and just retiring, at least as a coach, retiring, as is. Because he said that his goal right now, his target is just, or his objective is just to lead the Spurs, or put the Spurs in the start of the right direction, not starting the rebuild and finishing it with hopefully a championship, one more title, one more chip before he retired. No. He's like, he literally said about like, my goal is to put them on the right path and start that and have a good start to it, and then someone else comes in and takes over. And I was like, whoa, what the hell? Okay, that kind of caught me. I thought he was gonna do like a Pat Riley, where like Pat has said that he wants to retire with at least one more title before retiring as an executive. I figured Pop would, at least in the back of his mind, want that, but I guess he's just like, it is what it is. And he's a real one. Like, I mean, look at this image they posted on the BTD Twitter. Why does he still show up? Paycheck. And I was like, that's the realest answer ever. And then I saw that, and then I saw that clip that I just told you guys about. And I was like, this is why Gregg Popovich is goated. Like, beyond the winnings and being the winningest coach of all time in NBA history, having the most consecutive postseason appearances, it's the fact that through it all, and you can tell it's genuine. It's not fake genuine. It's not sugarcoat. It's not like there's no bullshit to it. He's just a real ass person. Like, he's just down to earth and real recognize real, and I can recognize that he's as real as they come.
Real recognize real, man. And who are these new faces? That real faces, mind you. Just to be clear,
not VR faces,
exactly.
Not meta faces,
not meta faces, not yet at least. That are coming in over here. To the
all right, so let's move on, guys. You guys already know what time it is. Key additions, key subtractions, last season summary and summer summary. Key additions are Jeremy Sochan or Sochan, Malaki Branham, and Blake Wesley. Key subtractions, everybody knows DeJounte Murray, shout out to him in ATL, and Lonnie Walker IV. Last season, Sean Powell said Gregg Popovich became the winningest coach in NBA history, and that was pretty much the highlight for the Spurs. That's facts. And he brought up how for the third straight season they missed the playoffs. However, it doesn't matter too much because they still have the league record for 22 straight appearances, the longest streak ever in postseason appearances. And like, I love that he mentioned that, because I keep saying that. Like, yeah, these last 3 years might be bad, but guess what? Last 25 years, still diamond, top tier, platinum status.
No, of course, man. Come on.
I'd rather have 22 years of success and 3 years of crap than 22 years of crap and 3 years of recent success.
Facts. And, you know, believe it or not, there's real life examples in the NBA that they've been going to 20. It seems like 22 years of crap. And Andrade brought.
Who you thinking of? Who you thinking of?
The New York fucking Knicks. Man, why do you think Stephen A. Smith has that hairline, man? There's all that stress of being a New York Knicks fan, man. I don't blame him, man.
It's that and working with Malika Andrews. Oh, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding.
It's gonna get canceled.
It's just part of my head. I'm a stand-up comedian, guys, on the side.
Yeah, the New York Knicks, the Washington Wizards, the Orlando fucking Magic. Who else? The Sacramento Kings. And
just naming everybody.
I would say the Oklahoma City Thunder, but they got Sam Presti, man. They got a plan, man.
They got a plan,
man. I'm like,
let's not forget what they did as soon as they became a new franchise. To this day, that still blows my mind. Like, moving from a different city and then making the finals in less than like 5 years or something. Like, what?
And where did Sam Presti come from? I think he came from the Spurs.
There you go.
I might be wrong.
Yeah, I was trying to think, but I think you might be right though.
Yeah.
All right.
Let me look it up.
But all right, tell them about. Fact check. We don't do fake news on BTD, guys. You already know. We cite our sources. Sam Presti. Click on his wiki. Just click on his wiki. Yeah. We got fast Wi-Fi here.
Okay, Sam Presti.
Boom. Oh, long-time Dallas Mavericks. He's a liar, guys. He's kicked out.
Wait. No, it's
fired
right.
from BTD.
No, it's not right. It's right here.
Bro, it's right there. It's this small ass 2 sentences.
Okay. Oh yeah, there you go. See,
but
at the beginning as an he met the general manager. And see, he's given much of the credit for encouraging the Spurs to draft Tony Parker in 2001.
Oh, hey, but that's because that's one of the key factors of why they were a dynasty.
There you go.
Shout out to Sam Presti, man. Shout out to Sam.
Okay, I was wrong, but like, you know, if you're gonna be wrong,
you were like, okay, but you weren't like completely. You know what I mean? It was like
I was wrong in style.
Okay. There we go. I'm gonna start saying that.
Copyright.
Bro, you said the Dolphins were gonna win today, bro. Tua got injured. I was wrong in style. Tua, please be okay, man. Please be okay, man. All right, so back to basketball. Back to the Spurs. All right, tell them about these new faces.
All right,
tell them about these new faces.
To keep it 100, man, and keep it a buck, like Coach Pop does, man. I really don't know too much about these new faces, but what I do know is that
Spurs fans already in the comments like, "Oh, you fucking casual. What the hell? You don't know what?"
You need to relax, man.
It's 30 teams in the NBA. This is not our full time yet. Now, when this becomes our full time job, you guys can talk all the crap you want. We will be walking basketball encyclopedias at that point. Probably not, but close to it.
Correct. Okay, so go with the faces of the Spurs. I'm gonna start with their most prominent face, right now, the current face of the franchise, player wise. I'm talking about Kelton Johnson.
I like how you clarify player wise, because the first thing when you said face, I was like, Pop.
Kelton Johnson, one of the gems that the San Antonio Spurs, and they have developed quite nicely. He took an encouraging step last year. Pretty much scored 20 points per game. Young fella, wing. I said this multiple times before.
Oh yeah.
In the past, it used to be saying, "Well, shit." Even in the present,
clip this one, guys.
Guard-driven league, but I think we're transitioning to a wing-driven league.
Okay. What about my bad, guys. A mobile big league. Because, these centers, man, they starting to look real different. I was like, a whole new mutant coming out.
Yeah, that's true. I might just be...
shout out to Hugh Jackman, by the way.
Hey,
shout out. You know what I'm talking about?
I do not know.
What?
Nah, I'm just talking shit.
Oh, I was like, I'm surprised. But Wolverine coming back?
Nah, come on, man. I'm not.
I knew he was talking crap when he said he was retiring from that. I don't trust anybody, especially not even in sports anymore, about like retiring. Like, there were even rumors that Dwayne Wade was going to consider coming back. Like, get out of here.
Yeah, fucking bad. Anyways, look, with Johnson, like with what Coach Pop said, like, hey, I just want to like make this last meal, this championship meal, like platter, so I can give it to the new generation. And I think Kelton Johnson If he keeps doing what he did, like he took an encouraging step last year, like I said, you're definitely going to see the light at the end of the tunnel faster than most people are anticipating with the Spurs. Now, with they got 3 first-round picks that have come in. The one that I like the most is Sochan, that actually played with Baylor Bears. This guy is like the classic thing that you see in the in college basketball, that in the beginning of the year you don't know who the fuck he is, but then like come NCAA time or towards the end of the season, this guy blows up and he starts.
Yeah, he blossomed.
Normally, you'll be concerned about that because a lot of organizations butcher that shit. But the fact that he's with the San Antonio Spurs, it gives me some faith that they'll be able to do something about that.
There are very few organizations that are considered top tier in developing players, and Spurs are at the very top of that. It probably goes Spurs, and then
Miami Heat.
I think actually I would say it's a tie between the Heat and the Warriors now. Like before, I would have the Heat over the Warriors, but in recent years, the Warriors have done so well developing and bringing back like even Clay back from his injury. Like you know what I mean? I mean they did develop him from the beginning too, but like you know what I mean? Even recently, more recent. But yeah, they turned gems into look at Kawhi Leonard.
The Jazz are pretty good at it, believe it or not. Rudy, he was a late first-round pick. Hey, hate on all you want, man, and be pissed off. That the Timberwolves are being pretty stupid to give 5 first-round picks. It blows my mind.
Maybe they see something we don't.
But you cannot take it at the fact that a late first-round pick, Defensive Player of the Year, multiple times he's been a finalist for that. You cannot knock that off.
If you want to talk about late picks, what they did with Manu. Second, up until the last 2 to 3 years, greatest second rounder of all time. Then this random dude won back-to-back MVPs, and there's no debate that's the greatest second round pick after that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
No.
But Manu still holds the title, in my opinion. If I have to add that, but come on, guys, if this is not general consensus, please just leave BTD video right now.
Well,
but the greatest 6 men of all time,
and he's the greatest Hispanic player, NBA player, basketball player.
Facts. I mean, he won a gold medal too, and he destroyed a freaking top tier USA team at the time. Like in 04, like come on, you look at that squad, like come on. So
even though that's like pretty crappy for US standards, that's still a stacked team.
And then Tim Duncan becoming the greatest power forward of all time. You think he did that by himself? Hell no. He had the Spurs organization as much credit to get him to that point. They didn't waste his potential. Tony Parker, before overseas players were a proven thing, bro, they built that man into one of the greatest point guards in the league at the time, and one of the greatest small men in NBA history, I would say.
He did fuck up with him in Longoria.
I was gonna say, but he still had that peak year. He won Finals MVP, a championship, and married Eva Longoria in the same year. That to me, I remember being a kid like, wow, this man is on top of the world.
Yeah, for real, man.
And then, jeez, who am I missing? Oh, and then Kawhi. Kawhi was strictly viewed as a defensive, more like a role player or not even a Robin, a third player to add to a team.
For a second, I thought you were saying he was more known as a robot. I'm like, no shit.
No, now he's known as a robot. But then they somehow polished that robot from like an 8-track player to a freaking iPod. You know what I mean? Insane. And at one point, I'm gonna be honest, peak Kawhi is one of the greatest peaks in NBA history.
That laugh they did with the Toronto Raptors.
One of the greatest moments in NBA culture history.
We'll put that right there.
And then not the laugh, and then when they won the championship, what was it that everybody was saying? Damn, I can't believe I'm blanking out.
Wait, you're saying like when he was with Serge Ibaka?
Yeah.
It's like Mr. Fun Guy, or like
no. That, but when it looked like he was rolling something, and then what did he say? Bro, we all know this. Damn.
Oh my god.
I can't believe.
I know.
You know exactly what you guys know. Please leave in the comments. I don't know. I can't believe I'm blanking out on this right now. This is
what it do, baby?
Yeah, there you go. What it do, baby?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. It shows how time flies because I completely forgot about that. Man, that was pre-pandemic, man. That's crazy. Pre-COVID. A different dimension, different era.
Yeah, for real, man. We clearly have dementia. Early signs of dementia.
But if it wasn't for that kerfuffle that Kawhi had with the Spurs, which nobody expected, especially the Spurs and Kawhi, like the Spurs wouldn't be in this position right now. They would probably still be contenders looking. You know what I mean? Kawhi would have probably, I would say likely still be a Spur, and then the Spurs would have kept building around them. And yeah, so because of all that, it's like Kawhi left, drama blew up, got mishandled, whatever. We don't know all the details. Backtrack about 10 steps. So that's why ultimately Pop is in it. It's not that the Spurs were a poor organization, whatever, because everyone has high praise for the Spurs, minus one person. And then on top of that, I will say DeJounte Murray is going to have a long-term effect even now that he's left, because the way that they treated him, top tier. Being a top-tier organization isn't just being like, running the company smoothly, having everybody work smoothly, and the logistics of it. No, it's also treating your employees with respect and just decency. And
yeah, Amazon, take notes.
And that's exactly what they did with Murray. And then now Murray, when other young players will ask him, like, if they're considering going to San Antonio, the Spurs, or young bucks coming into the league, going into the draft, or overseas, anyone, it'll be brought up, because these guys hang out off the court and wherever the hell rich people hang out, and they're like, I'm thinking of going to Pop. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah, I'm not gonna,
bro. I vouch for it. You know what I mean? Like, because he's still. They could have kept him. They could have been very selfish. He could have still brought in tickets and money for the Spurs, and then obviously given him his contract, and then just kept him there. But but
he didn't want to be there.
Yeah, but they could have kept him. You know what I mean? They could have just forced them and been, like I said, selfish about it. But on top of that, they're like, yo, we're gonna work something out. Let's move you somewhere and put you in the right place. Because while they at the very least were able to put him not in the same conference, I mean, at this point, I don't think it would have mattered for the Spurs. Yeah. But they were able to place him in a contender. Let's be honest. DeJounte Murray and Trae Young, that's a legit, plus everyone else. Let's not forget that Hawks team, is a pretty balanced, like, overall team.
They're a playoff team, but a contender. Relax.
Let's see what you're right. I wouldn't so far go as to say, but they are a potential contender, man. Like in the East, I'm gonna give them a little leeway, because let's not forget they were in the Eastern Finals not too long ago. Well, yeah, like they were right there.
Yeah, good point.
I did think we both thought it was kind of like a little what's the word for it? A little luck,
flukish, but then but Hawks fans kept reminding us, it's not,
and we kept that was a pick we got wrong those entire playoffs up until the finals,
not twice.
We were like, okay, this is up to this round, and then it's like they slapped us in the faces. Yeah, for real. But yeah, that's all I gotta say about the Spurs. I think I'm excited for the future, because out of everyone that's in the rebuilding stage, I don't care OKC and Jazz having more picks. I don't care organizations might have blooming stars or potential stars. The Spurs have proven time and time again they are unfuckwittable, and they will fuck with everybody when the time is right. They just move right, and that's what I expect from them.
Absolutely, guys. Either way, appreciate all the love and the hate. You guys already know. Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, all podcast streaming platforms. We'll catch you guys soon. For now, later. Take care.